Hey guys, Spectre Minecraft here, and I'm bringing you guys a tutorial right now that you guys asked for. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the ultimate mob grinder. So I got the likes that I wanted, the comments, and yeah, so now I have to make this for you guys, so I'm going to be doing the full tutorial. So let's get started. You're gonna want, I've made some modifications to the last one, so it won't be exactly like the last one. But gonna want to start out with a base that's sort of like this, with a canal just like this, and then put water there, and you want it to run right to the end. So you know the size is right, that when you put water at the very back, the water runs straight to the end, which is right here. So then once you got that done, go ahead and put that there, like, yeah, that's right. And then head here, I think it needs to be this tall. So what you want is the mobs will land right here, and they're gonna float down and get stuck right here. If you want it to be XP grinder, if you want it to kill them, they'll be dead already once we get that far. So then yeah, go ahead and make the little tunnel passage like this, just like that, really fast. And now we are on to, okay, here we go. So now what we have to do is we have to make the general tower part. So this needs to be, I like to say it's safe at about 28 blocks above where the water is down there. I'm just going to put some torches down because this is going to end up getting pretty dark. Just put some torches down just so that you guys can sort of see what I'm trying to do here. So you're going to want this, it's going to be, you guys can see how this is with a space of 4 blocks in the middle. So you're going to want to make a tower around that's going to be 28 blocks in the air. I'm not actually going to go that far in the video, but you guys know that 25 blocks kills the mobs for sure. I do 28 just to be sure, so I'm just going to go high enough just so that I can do the special thing so that I can turn it into an XP grinder or not. I'm going to get myself a little bit of space for that. Here should be high enough. So yeah, you guys, when you're building this, you'll want it to be at least 25 blocks up, 28 or 30 just to be sure. But yeah, so now that you have this, it's sort of looking like that. You're gonna want to start, okay, so you want holes just like this in the sides, with the pillars sort of like just a 2x2 hole, just as I did there. You guys can see that. And then you're gonna want to have a little canal going like that. This one doesn't matter how long it is, as long as it's not longer than 7 blocks, so that the water can actually pour into here. How far did I do it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that like that. And do these sides quickly too while I'm doing this. Oh, my voice is loud enough. 3, 4, 5. There we go, like that. And we have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now that we got these little canal things set aside here, just like that. Next thing you're gonna want to do is the block, just like that. Break these. You will put them back eventually, but not yet, just because we want to know what we're doing here. Now you're gonna want to get sticky pistons out. So you put the sticky pistons right there like that, and then put those blocks back on top of them. Same with over here. Just make sure they're facing up, and make sure that the stone blocks are attached to them, and so that everything's flat right there. Oops, that was too high. There we go. So now we got that section done, and this thing's gonna keep going, by the way. The tower's gonna keep going upwards. So now what we want to do is we're gonna want to be able to get a redstone line to these pistons here. So I'm just gonna make these blocks here really quickly. Okay, and now get your pistons, find your pistons in the redstone section. Or I guess you guys will be making this on survival because there's no point to make this in creative mode. So you'll get some pistons and you're gonna want to attach them to the pistons just like that. Let's find some redstone. I should have got this all out before. How do I, oh yeah, okay, so then a bit farther below, just like that. Now you're gonna want to have this that goes, the redstone line that goes all the way around here, just like this. There we go. Now you're gonna want to put redstone on all of this and in the spots behind the pistons here, just like that. You can clean this all up afterwards if you don't want any redstone showing, like making a big wall around this or covering this all up. But now that we got that done, we're gonna make a little staircase that comes down here so we can activate all that redstone. Bring it like that. You guys can clean this all up afterwards, but I'm gonna find a switch, a lever, I guess. Light that lever, so now that those things go up, and now we put water in at the, oh, why did that one not, okay, so I didn't have enough power to take it around. I'll put one right here. Did that get all the way around? I think that one did. There we go. So now put the water in the back here, 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 and there you go. So now you're gonna want to get signs out and take them here. You don't want everything to get screwed up down here. So now you put the sign, the water is gonna flow in here, here. So put a bunch of signs around just to stop the flow of water. Ladders help too, but I don't know if mobs can climb those or not. Just don't put ladders. So then so then when these canals open, I'm gonna show you here. Whenever you hit this lever, the canals will go down. Water is gonna flow into here. So the mobs are falling, it slows their descent, and then they get to this spot alive. And then you can kill them and get the XP. So that's step 1 of this. Actually, I think I'm gonna take a little break to get some stuff done, and I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna figure out, okay, so that part, yeah, so 1 second guys, I'll be right back. Hey guys, Spectre Minecraft, and I'm back, and now we're gonna start working on the top part. But first I'm gonna show you, I just made a little box here with XP Yippee and a little switch, so it looks a bit cleaner. You guys can cover up all that when you're done, or make clearer redstone lines, maybe upward paths or whatever. But now what you're gonna want to do is from this part here, I put the grass blocks there. We're gonna start making the actual box that the mobs spawn in. So most of you guys probably know how to make these because this is a really popular design, but you have these little pathways running 8 out exactly as I'm going here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then move on to the last one. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm gonna go on to the next one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah, there we go. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to extend these grass parts so that they go out to the end of the place there, and you don't have to use grass because naturally if you were doing this you'd have to grow grass from somewhere else. But if you want your mob spawner to actually be an automatic animal grinder as well that gets like pigs and cows and stuff like that, food like that, you can also use those to grind for XP. Then if you want to, you can put the grass, but the problem about that is if you make this in some sort of grass biome somewhere or anywhere where mobs can spawn. I mean, animals can spawn like in a grass biome or a forest. This probably won't work that well. So then if you want this to work incredibly well, you'd probably have to make this in the ocean somewhere, and that means just growing grass across the ocean, and that gets pretty troublesome. I'm gonna link a video actually I have about spawning mobs, and it has a lot of tips and sort of explains it pretty well, I think. So I'm gonna link that as well. So if you don't want this to spawn animals, just mobs, then you don't have to do it with grass, but I'm doing it with grass just because this it turns into a really good grinder. And then the next part you won't even have to do if you don't use grass on this part after all. So once you're done this part, I'm just gonna finish off sectioning this area here. I'm not gonna do the other sides because you guys have seen what I did on this side. You do the exact same thing on the other side, just fill those areas in just like that. So I'm just gonna cover in the sides here actually, so that the water doesn't fall down and get all over the redstone down there, because that would sort of suck. So I'll just do this really quickly. The reason my voice may sound sort of different is I'm doing this in the morning because last night the actual footage for this clip corrupted on me. So I'm just redoing the commentary over, and I'm sort of tired right now, so that's why my voice probably sounds a bit different. But okay, so now you fill the water sides in like that so that they run to the edge but don't fully fall over, because that would mess everything up on the inside. So I'm going to get rid of the bucket of water because I won't need that anymore. So now when the mobs spawn though, they'll be saved with the XP grinder thingy, if that is if you have it on, and then they'll slide off the edge right down there if you have it off, and it will automatically kill them. If this place is high enough, as I said, you have to make it at least 28, not as short as I did. So now we have to make the roof. So the roof is going to be 2 high. If it's 3 high, that means Enderman will spawn, and you don't want Enderman spawning because then they'll probably take blocks out, and that will just end up ruining the entire point of having the place here. So you'll make the wall around it. That's usually what I do first, and then I put the roof across. This is when all the floors are done, when you have the other sides filled in as well. So then the roof would be across like this. So this place, you couldn't jump in it, it's just too high. So other mobs can spawn in it except for Endermans. But now what we have to do is we have to make a bunch of light switches up here. So I'm going to fly over and show you guys what the light switches look like. They're these little redstone contraptions that switch a block for a block downwards. You can do them sideways and upwards too, but we're going to do them downwards for now onto the roof. So I'm going to head back over. Actually, I'm just going to remember how I did it because I don't really remember how I made these. I used to be good at making a lot of these, but I sort of forgot. And yeah, so once you're here, just go back up. You're gonna have a lot of lights across this point here, all over the roof. So I'm gonna have to get my redstone out, get my redstone, and you're gonna have redstone right there, and it's just gonna have to trail up. I'm gonna make another part here because it's not big enough to hold this. Now you make a little cradle that's like 3 across and then 1 up. You need to break the block under there, so you make it exactly like I just did there, with the redstone touching the back of that. So now the next part that we have to do, get your repeaters, I mean your sticky pistons. They have to be sticky pistons or else it won't work. So let's put that there and put that there. Now let's get the block. Actually, it needs to be glowstone. The block that you're gonna switch out is gonna be glowstone and a stone block. So you'll put the glowstone block. So that's the block right there that it's going to be swapped for that I just put in, and that's the other block that it's going to be swapped for. So now what you have to do is, I sort of forgot how to do these. I didn't know that you put the pistons, the redstone torches there. I did something wrong, so I'm just going to run over and check to see what I did wrong. Sorry about this, guys. If you guys want, there's also a better tutorial for how to do these in the description. I'm gonna link the guy who I learned how to do these from. I used the tutorial as well. I didn't figure this out or anything on my own. So what I forgot to do was have the block up there. So you're gonna want to put a piston right there so that you can't fly out. It's 1 above right there. You guys will be doing this on survival, so I guess you won't be able to fly out. Okay, so now what I forget to do is put a redstone torch back there again. Sorry about this, guys. It's sort of interesting watching me be really bad at building stuff. Okay, yeah, and then you put the pistons there. Oops, I missed that. Right there like that. And yeah, I forgot to put the redstone torch at the back, so I need to light this thing up just like that. There you go. And once you do that, then you're gonna have to break one of those sides so you get the glowstone in there, so that thing doesn't have room to shoot the piston. So it should look something like that. And then you put redstone under there, and I did it wrong. You're gonna want to have repeaters facing out from the redstone torch as well. I'm gonna put those in quickly here. So yeah, I try here. This is my makeshift redstone torch, and I see that it didn't switch out, and that's because we need to put repeaters there. Okay, so once you have the repeaters there, then it is officially complete. You put the redstone there, torch there, or use a button, and then you see it switch the block out. So now there's a glowstone block there. So that is step 1 to doing this. You're gonna have to make a lot of these all spread out over the roof. I'm going to show you how to connect them all together as well here in a second. So yeah, so you're going to have these all over the roof, just like on the other side as I showed you. As you saw, there were a lot of them all over the place. So now you have to spread the roof out. First of all, though, the mobs, now you can, as I said before, you can XP grind the animals as well if you're doing this, but you might want to turn that off for the animals just because it brings you food and stuff like that. The chickens actually are a problem because this doesn't kill them. I think if you have the XP thing down there, the chickens might even get stuck on that and lay eggs actually, which might be sort of funny if you ever have chickens. Make sure the XP saver thing is no more than 3 blocks of water though, because mobs might get stuck and swim in there, so that's something to watch out for. So now what you want to do is, when you're having all these lights up here being connected, say that redstone stair, or that's the stairs with the redstone on it, came down to this button. Whenever you hit the button, it will switch the lights upstairs. Make sure you have repeaters though, so the light actually gets all the way to the top. So don't worry guys, we're almost done. So I'm just going to show you how to connect these all together. Is you're going to want to have the redstone go up to here, and then you're going to want one space between the next little contraption that you do, so the little light switch. So it will look sort of like this. There has to be a space between it, which it absolutely cannot be touching, and then the redstone goes up here, and then it just keeps going on. It got pretty dark up here, and I didn't put down any torches. But yeah, you'll have these all over the place. I'm going to go back and show you what they should look like when they're all spread out. I hope I explained this part well enough as well. Yeah, but that's basically it for this video, guys. That's how to do it. What you're going to want to do is obviously finish all the walls and the roof. I only did half of that just to show you guys how to do it. I didn't want the tutorial, it wasn't necessary for me to complete the walls or anything like that. But there has to be absolutely no sunlight getting in. The place has to be absolutely closed off. If you want, you can have a ladder going up to it, just if you want to go for like maintenance or whatever, see how many mobs are actually spawning up here, or if something somehow went wrong. Yeah, but that's basically it for this video, guys. You're gonna want the redstone from the lights going to the ground to a button, so you can do that. But that's basically it for this video, guys. That's how to do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, thought it helped you out, or if you're gonna go make this, you know, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, there's a comment section for that. Just comment and leave me any questions that you have. And yeah, if you're new here to this channel and you like this video, please subscribe and to be notified when I have more videos in the future. Thanks guys for watching. Spectrum out.